Hey Scrabble fans, Will here with another episode of Better Know a Letter. Today, we're going to get to know the E. There are 12 E's in the set of 100 tiles used in Scrabble. That's by far the most of any tile. Like the rest of the vowels, the E is worth 1 point. Perhaps you're asking, why are there so many E's? The simple answer, it's the most frequently seen letter in the English language. Approximately 11.5% of the letters in English words are E's. The 12 E's in the set make perfect sense in light of this statistic. As you might expect, the E is the most frequently seen letter in bingos, appearing in over 66% of them. Yes, literally 2/3 of all 7 and 8 letter words contain at least one E. This is where the E derives the lion's share of its value. If you're at the point in your development as a Scrabble player where you can regularly find bingo-length words, the E is an amazing letter to help you achieve that goal. Let's take a closer look at where the E tends to appear in 7 and 8 letter words. You can see there's a very strong tendency for the E to be the second to last letter in the bingos where it appears. This is in large part due to the ER and ED suffixes. Note that the E is rarely the first letter of a bingo, but is relatively evenly distributed across the other positions in bingo-length words. The RE and DE prefixes give the E a slight boost as the second letter in bingos, and the ERS and EST suffixes account for the small increase as the third to last letter. Understanding the positions within a word in which the E is likely to appear will help you spot more bingos with it. For more in-depth analysis of prefixes and suffixes, watch my video on finding bingos. The next thing to understand about the E is that it handles duplication much better than most other letters. First, let's quickly look again at the percentages of bingos containing one or more of each vowel. Again, the E is solidly ahead, but the rest of the vowels are all well represented. Now, let's look at the percentages of bingos containing 2 or more of each vowel. The percentages drop steeply across the board, but the overall number of bingos containing 2 E's is still remarkably high. In fact, there are more bingos containing 2 E's than there are bingos containing 1 H, B, Y, or any of the other tiles worth 4 or more points. Things are much worse for the other vowels, especially the U, which duplicates extremely poorly. Keep in mind that there's still too much of a good thing sometimes when it comes to E's. Some low-scoring racks that look good at first won't end up having bingos, and you'll often be forced to play for a low score. E's are also highly dependent on consonants. If you have too many other vowels, the E won't do you much good. Here are a few words containing multiple E's you'll find useful to escape vowelitis. Lastly, we've been talking a lot about the E as a bingo tile, but even the world's best Scrabble players average between 2 and 3 bingos per game. That's a lot of non-bingo moves to make, and while the E is an awesome bingo tile, it loses some of its appeal as a scoring tile. A good scoring vowel should pair well with as many different high point tiles as possible because those are the tiles that generate the best scoring plays. The E forms 2-letter words with 9 tiles worth 3 or more points. But the A forms 2-letter words with 11 of them, as does the O. As we move up in word length from 2-letter words to 3- and 4-letter words, the A and O continue to exhibit higher word counts with scoring tiles compared to the E. There's a lot of stats to digest on this screen, but to keep it simple, red indicates tiles where the E lags behind the A and O, and green indicates areas where the E outperforms the A and O. There's a lot of red on this table. Further proof that while the E is a phenomenal bingo tile, it falls behind somewhat as a scoring tile. Okay, let's recap what we've learned about the E. The E is literally the best bingo tile in the alphabet, appearing in 2/3 of all 7 and 8 letter words. That should come as no surprise since it's the most commonly seen letter in the English language. The E has a strong tendency to appear as the penultimate letter in bingo length words, thanks to its inclusion in several common suffixes. E's also duplicate far better than the other vowels in bingos. But the E is merely average as a scoring tile, and in many cases does not perform as well as the A or the O. If the E were to have any weakness, this would be it. Overall, I'm giving the E a rating of 4 stars. The E will gain value along with your ability to find bingos. And many of the bingos that are easiest to find without studying the dictionary include the E, making it a great tile for novice players and experts alike. Just be aware that the A and O can perform just as well or better in non-bingo situations, and with 12 E's in the set to draw, you can often use them up with a reasonable expectation of drawing more.